My name is Ray Ruiz, and I was in charge of the engineering economics. And my role on this project was to see your current value on the car versus tomorrow's value. And most people keep a car for average time about 6 years. And my job was to see if your investment was worth it on a Honda Accord Hybrid or a regular Honda Accord. First, the Honda Accord Hybrid is priced at $26,526. For maintenance fees, state fees, insurance fees, fuel costs, it all loses about $4,041 annually. The total cost after those 6 years is $24,247. And after those 6 years, in depreciation value for selling the car, you lose about $17,094 of the original price. Compared to the regular Honda Accord model, it's priced at $24,899. For state fees, maintenance fees, insurance fees, and fuel costs, you lose $3,898 annually. After those 6 years, it's $23,390. After 6 years, the depreciation value loses $15,895 of its original value. To summarize my thoughts, the Honda Accord Hybrid is a better car compared to the regular Honda Accord. This is because the Honda Accord Hybrid is better on fuel economy versus the Honda Accord regular model. This is because throughout those 6 years, the Honda Accord Hybrid, even though it's more expensive than the regular Honda Accord, it's going to be better on fuel economy, so it's going to save you more money at the gas station. This is why most people choose the regular Honda Accord model, because in a shorter time, less than 6 years, it saves the most amount of money. But compared to the Honda Accord Hybrid, it's better for long time use. Now Dhruv is going to explain the engineering economic decision making and going more in depth about the comparison of the Honda Accord Hybrid and the Honda Accord regular model.
I had the economic decision making for this project. So for the 2019 Accord Hybrid, the new car cost $26,556, which gives the average of 48 miles per gallon on the highway. The normal car costs $24,899, which gives an average of 38 miles per gallon on the highway. In this department, the hybrid is way better than the normal car. The hybrid does not have torque, which means the acceleration or how fast it picks up when you get on the highway is slow, but this means that it gives you more fuel average for the car. The benefits also are for the hybrid is that it has good impact on the environment, and the cost to repair the hybrids are much cheaper than the regular cars. So the equation I used had several parts. First, I had to find the US gallon price, average gallon price, which is $2.50, and divide that by the miles per gallon that each car gives. So for the Accord Hybrid, the price per mile cost was 0.0521 price per mile, and for the normal Accord, the price per mile was 0.0658. So adding to the total amount, the hybrid comes out to $34,371, and the normal comes out to $34,769, making the hybrid even better. So in the long term, you're better off driving the hybrid than the normal Accord. So to find the total cost of the cars, I used an equation which calculated 150,000 miles for each car and added it back to the total starting cost. So an even better option to the Honda Accord Hybrid is the Nissan Leaf, which is a good choice, which costs under $30,000, and compared to the Nissan Sentra, which costs $24,000. While the $6,000 difference is great, the Leaf is better because it takes no fuel, and driving the Sentra 10,000 miles per year, it costs $1,100 in fuel. That means the difference would take less than 60,000 miles to make up. And if you take the advantage of the Leaf's $7,500 federal tax credit, it is an even better option. The full electric Nissan Leaf is better than the Honda Accord Hybrid, the normal Accord, and the Nissan Sentra. So now Jackie will take over on the solid mechanics aspect of this project.
There are three main types of drivetrains for hybrid vehicles. The first one being a series drivetrain, which is the simplest. With a series drivetrain, the electric motor is the only means of providing power to the wheels of a vehicle. The motor receives power from either the battery pack or from the generator ran by a gasoline engine. In a series drivetrain, the motor is what recharges the battery along with regenerative braking, but is not a major component. The second drivetrain is a parallel drivetrain, which utilizes both the electric motor and engine to send power to the wheels. Since both the engine and electric motor work together, a parallel hybrid car has a smaller battery pack relying on regenerative braking to keep it recharged. When power demands are low, for example like cruising on the highway, parallel hybrid vehicles utilize the motor as a generator for recharging, like alternators in a conventional car. Since the engine is connected directly to the wheels in a parallel hybrid car, the inefficiency of converting mechanical energy to electricity and back is eliminated, which increases the efficiency on the highway, leading to better highway fuel economy. The last drivetrain is a dual drivetrain which uses both parallel and series components to get the best fuel economy in both the city and on the highway. By combining the two designs, the engine can drive the wheels directly and disconnect with only the electric motor providing power. The Toyota Prius is what ultimately popularized this design and helped other car makers use this design to make their hybrid cars. With this design, the car operates at maximum efficiency in both city and highway driving. The Honda Accord Hybrid uses the dual drivetrain, which is why it gets such a good combined fuel economy. Now Josiah is going to discuss the thermodynamics aspect of hybrid drivetrain.
Dynamics are important to all engines, whether combustion, hybrid, or electric. In this process, the reaction between gas, oxygen, and the fuel injectors create a pressure which pushes the piston down. The force is then converted into mechanical energy through the turning of the pistons and the crankshaft, which carries the mechanical energy to the wheels through the drivetrain, and the energy that is left over from the wheels is released into heat, friction, and exhaust. Thermal energy is used to fuel the kinetic, friction, and mechanical energy. The thermal efficiency of this engine is roughly 20%. Inside of the Honda Accord Hybrid has a similar concept to the combustion engine inside the regular Honda Accord, except the engine is powered by a battery as well as the motor, which is inside the car. This means there's less thermal and gas produced and more kinetic and mechanical energy being used. A property not to be overlooked is carbon dioxide, which is released during the thermal combustion for both hybrid and combustion engines. You see a larger use in the conservation of energy in the hybrid cars because of the fact that the alternators are not directly in contact with the combustion process. Hybrids use the battery to power up to 15 miles per hour using electric energy instead of energy made from a singular combustion engine. After the 15 mile per hour mark, the engine and battery work together to power the car, which makes an efficient mechanical energy. When braking, most excess energy is put towards charging the battery, which increases the thermal efficiency to 40%. Hybrids use battery power up to 50 miles per hour using electric energy instead of energy from the combustion engine. After 50 miles per hour, the engine and the battery work together to make an efficient source of mechanical energy. When braking, most excess energy is put towards charging the battery to increase the thermal efficiency, which is 40%. The electric car is a little different. It's powered by a battery which is charged at home. This means that there is no need for the exact same thermal transformation like the combustion engine, and there is no excess use of carbon energy. The electric energy is transformed into mechanical energy through rods and coils which create a magnetic field needed for this process. The mechanical energy is for the gears and runs down the drivetrain, which makes the wheels turn. Unlike most other cars, the wheels turning recharges the batteries. When the driver takes his foot off the gas pedal, the rotors start to spin, which recharge the battery, which acts like an alternator would. This converts the excess energy back so that it can be used again, and there is no loss of excess energy, which makes there more energy available to use, causing the thermal efficiency of this electric car to be roughly about 90%. When comparing these three engines, the thermodynamics are the best in the hybrid and electric. These engines produce more mechanical energy with less energy that is wasted. If you are looking for more power, the better choice would be the standard Honda Accord. This car makes more power and isn't trying to save the energy. The efficiency of these engines points to the electric and the hybrid being most efficient. Unfortunately, there is no Honda Accord that is fully electric yet. The electric also doesn't have the power to compete with the hybrid version, which makes the hybrid version the best option because it has both power and energy efficiency.